Hey, good morning. So it's kind of really early. I would put the video on, but it's basically dark out, and I kind of just woke up. But I had a clear thought this morning, and this happens very often during a meditation, which is what I kind of indirectly want to get into right now. So this comes about whenever you have a challenge in your life, you're looking to solve it, right? And so right now, my son is struggling in school, especially math. In fact, my entire family, except me, struggles in math. And it's one of those like, I just don't understand why they don't understand it. But then I have to think, okay, well, what do I not understand? I don't know, accounting. And I never got accounting. And so, okay, fine, there's that. But then, what are some of the tactics and techniques and skills that I have and I use to get over hurdles like this? And I think, okay, well, we're back to the every single day principle, which, if I really think back, really comes from my mom, who in college, there's a fantastic story about how a sorority didn't want to take her because they thought she was such a party girl because she was always at the parties. Well, the reason she was always at the parties was because she did her studying in the morning. And every morning and every day, she would study a little bit. And this was her big secret. And in fact, I bet this is kind of the source, the foundation of the entire concept of every single day. So because I learned this from an early age, she said, a little bit every day. And she would study every day. And then when the big test came, she was ready. And she maybe studied a little extra, but it wasn't the big, Sunday night before the Monday exam crash course. So back to my son and the reality of the present day. Now, the way I see every single day is that it is something on the calendar. It's a brain. If you can see the video, I have my hand in front of my head. It's a brain function. Oh, calendar daily. I must do action. So it's dumb. It's like a dumb thing, right? Dumb is probably the wrong word. It's a simple thing. It's a reminder. It's a daily. It's so easy, right? Every single day. How often do I do it? Oh yeah, every single day. So what what we're really trying to do, in my opinion, is let's take the case of my son again. So his heart is just not in it, right? That's a slight understatement. His heart is just not in math. And I totally get it. My heart is not in accounting. So, and his heart will probably never be in math. However, the brain work, the work that you have to study, you have to learn, you have to memorize, you have to process. That's brain stuff, right? I get it. But if you could see it like a pyramid, the brain work is like a fast little engine, whereas the heart is a slower, bigger engine. And so like a big truck, and that's a little scooter. And so the big truck, we could put the scooter in the truck and we could just go. And the heart, if your heart is in it, then it makes the brain power easier. This is why we're good at things we like. This is why we're better at things we're passionate about. And so clearly my son is not good or passionate or doesn't like math. Okay, I get it. You're allowed to not like things, of course. And so his heart is not in it. So he's running on scooter power. And he's trying, push, and it's just not really getting there. So, how can we solve this? Well, honestly, the good news and the bad news is I don't think we can solve it. I'm not sure math will ever be in his heart. That's okay. But the good news, the good news is that if through scootering every day, through turning into an everyday practice where has a schedule, he is determined, he is persistent, he is patient, and he makes it happen on a daily basis, what happens is that some of that scooter power trickles into the truck. Some of that brain power trickles into the heart. And then the heart is when things are easier because, hey, wait a minute. that was actually kind of an interesting problem. Gosh, hold on a sec. That number 3, I can see how that would come into daily life. And so if you can get any bit of the heart into the game here, then you've got your big player. You've got your big old truck. And you can just plop your scooter in. And at some point, if your heart can take over, your brain is just along for the ride. I mean, imagine the scooter in the big old pickup truck of this. I mean, by truck, I mean like those earth movers. There's ones where like the wheels are as big as a person. So big, big thing. And this is it, right? This massive truck. Oh, and by the way, it's like run on solar power or something. It doesn't like spew out black soot. This is your heart. This doesn't cost you energy. This is almost boundless energy. When your heart is involved, it it can do so many more things. So the takeaway today is this: how can we get the heart involved in whatever we're doing? And maybe it's part of your business that's not going well, and you think, well, my heart just isn't in it. Okay, so unless this is really just not the business for you, or this is not the subject in school for you, then and that's possible. But still, he's got to pass math, right? He's got to. He can't just say, I'm not going to do it. Like if you had a business and your heart wasn't in it, you say, I'm just not going to do it. Okay, that's okay, and you move on to something else. That's fine. It can be tough, and it's maybe a big waste of energy because you tried so long, probably on the scooter, to make this thing work, and now it's not working. And maybe part of the reason it's not working was because your heart wasn't in it. So, how do we get the heart in it? We scooter every day. We do it a little bit every day, and eventually it's going to trickle down a little bit, and your heart will get in the program. If you're wondering, I often talk about heart, mind, and gut. Gut, I'm not even bringing into this picture because if the gut were involved, we wouldn't even be having this discussion, because the gut is when you can't not do it. Like the gut for me is writing or speaking. I mean, we're just going. Like, forget the truck and the scooter. We're talking like the earth. And it's spinning because the earth is my passion for writing and speaking. And so I am just going to do it. No, I don't even care what the heart and the mind think. It's just going to happen. And so that's the beauty, of course. If you can align those three, your gut and your heart and your mind, yippee yahoo for you. But the tougher ones, of course, are when there's something maybe you've got to do, or you think you have to do, or it's part of a thing that you're doing that you don't really love doing, and like math for my son. So you got it? We're going to do every single day a little habit, a little thing, a little something on a daily, regular basis, and it could be as little as 17 minutes per day. Just take the action. And eventually some of that is going to trickle into the truck. And who knows? Maybe it'll even trickle down into the earth and the rotational spinning will be unstoppable. But for now, let's just get that daily thing going. Let's just get that working. This has been Bradley Charbonneau. In the dark, I will make a video out of this. I don't know. I'll have scooter pictures and trucks and earth or something. Thanks for listening. This is really the good stuff. This is really one of the heart matters. Ooh, heart matters. Did you get that? Heart matters in the whole concept of every single day. So, with that said, I hope this has helped. Thanks for listening, and see you in the heart.